Hey, what's up? Let me think about this. Thursday night, right? Friday internationally, almost Friday here in the States. But Thursday night, right? I think you know what it is. It's our week 9. Yes. It's our ninth week of high school football. We don't really know how many games we got left, but we're going to at least try to get maybe squeeze 3 games out. I know we got a game this week, but I don't know about the last 2 weeks. So basically, yeah, man, we'll go week to week and see where this goes with the football circus game of the week. But we do know we got a couple of scoreboards still left to do. We got about 3 weeks of scoreboards left to do. So pick shows and Friday nights are going to be regular staples here. Our usual suspects are all in place. And as I often say, we get nothing for recommending that. We get nothing for recommending it. We just know what we're doing. We're going to start off our Quad A division. Morgantown versus Hager's Valley. Hagersville. I'll get right. I like Morgantown, believe it or not. We got another AAA versus AA matchup. And this one, this is kind of a big one, too. It's Capital AAA against Huntington. I like Huntington, believe it or not. Parkersburg South against LISY Academy. Now, folks, it doesn't even show where this academy even is. Doesn't have a state or anything like that. So, we're going to guess this is U.S. territory where this team's from. The only thing I can go figure. I like Parkersburg South, believe it or not. Jefferson at Musselman. I like Jefferson, believe it or not. AA versus AAA. St. Albans against Parkersburg. Yeah, if I gotta go with the odds, I'm gonna go with Parkersburg. Here's 2 big teams. And this one's gonna be tight. Martinsburg and Spring Mills. Ooh. My Quad A field goal game of the week. And I'll go with Martinsburg by a field goal. Believe it or not. Wheeling Park takes a little trip to Twin Words, Ohio, which is U.S. territory. We do have to mention it every time. It's TALAWANDA, Ohio, which is U.S. territory. Yeah, I'm going to go with William Park, believe it or not. We got another one, Quad A against AAA. Quad A against AAA. Preston taking a trip to University. I like University, believe it or not. Another triple A versus double A. Hampshire versus Washington. Think about this. If I could give the nod, I'm going to give it to Hampshire, believe it or not. Springville to end up to finally end our Quad A division here in the state of West Virginia, our last game here. Spring Valley double A against Woodrow Wilson. Based on the records, I gotta go with Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson, I really do believe that. Spring Mills is going to Martinsburg. Spring Valley is headed for Woodrow Wilson. We just want to verify that, so there is no arguments. Like I said, I'll take Martinsburg, but in a tight bowl game. It's not going to be as that one's going to be fun to look at tomorrow night. Our game of the week is coming up, and you will know when. There's a few people out there already know where we're going, but for those of you who don't, you're about to find out. Frankfurt Double A, this is our Triple A division, just for the record, it's our Triple A games. But we start off with Frankfurt Double A going to Berkeley Springs. I like for Frankfurt, no problem. Grafton and Buckhannon Upshur, I give it to Grafton easy. Elkins at Herbert Huber. I like for Herbert Huber to knock off Elkins really good. Fairfields Union, Ohio, which is U.S. Territory for International Opportunity Rural Convention, going to John Marshall. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Fairfields Union, Ohio. And that's going to be by at least a touchdown, the way I look at it. Winfield going to Nitro. I like Nitro, believe it or not. Here's a good game right here. Robert C. Byrd going to North Marion. Yeah, let me think about this. I look for Robert C. Byrd on the road, believe it or not. And boy, they just came off a heartbreak last week. Forest Fly, Ohio. Is coming. Forest Fly. Ooh, I just realized something. Okay, never mind. I thought there was something else here. Forest Fly, Ohio. Coming to Point Pleasant. Ohio is U.S. territory. I thought there for a moment we were going to have to say something else, but glad we don't. Of course, we do have to cover international law and Geneva conventions, but the teams from out of Ohio, so we don't have to go clearing the crazies here. I thought, great, that Canadian team's back. Oh man, what an interesting information that would be. And since I did mention Canada, Canada is a North American territory. But that's just how it is. Like I said, Forest Fly, Ohio, coming to Point Pleasant. I'll say Forest Fly, Ohio, over Point Pleasant. I know it seems kind of strange to me, but that's just how it is. Hurricane Quad A going to Riverside, Triple A. I'll go with Hurricane. I'll go with a Quad A team or Triple A team. Here we go. Brooke headed up to Sherry Run, Pennsylvania, which is U.S. territory. We do have to mention that every single time we do that. You know, I'll go with Sharon, Sharonpa. I'll go with them. Don't know much about them, but the way I figure it, the way Brick's been playing this year, I figure got a chance to pick up a good win there in Pennsylvania that Sharon does at their home field. The way I look at it. Kaplan Midland AAA at South Charleston. I look for Kaplan Midland big time. We got in our final game in our AAA division. We have to do it again. Our Gallant ALBR. ALBERTGALLAINT. I hope I'm spelling that right. Pennsylvania. I believe it's pronounced Alabama, PA. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry and I apologize. And just for the record, Pennsylvania is U.S. territory for the record. Going to Weir. I like for this Pennsylvania team, this one I really can't pronounce that well. All over Weir tomorrow night. I really do. That's the way I look at it. Those are your AAA games of the week. Now we get into AA. Now I know what a lot of y'all are thinking. Where is the game of the week? It's coming. I promise you. I give you my word. It's a coming. You'll know when the drum roll hits, so to speak. Oak Hill AAA going to Bluefield. You know, Oak Hill is coming off a tough loss last week. So they'll probably beat Bluefield good. And I call that by a big touchdown. Ooh. Single A versus double A. This is good. Calhoun County. Single A going to Braxton County. Now, come on. One of these teams has got to pick up a win here somewhere. And I'm going to say Braxton County. At home. Logan going to Champion. Chapmansville, excuse me. I like Chapmansville, believe it or not, at home. Polka on the way to Clay County, and I like Polka. Funny as that sounds. Oak Green going to East Liverpool, Ohio, which is U.S. territory. We do have to mention that. What do I like here? I like East Liverpool, Ohio, believe it or not, really do. Going with a lot of out-of-state teams tonight for general purposes. We got AAA going to a AA matchup, and our very next game. You can tell the build-up. We've been looking for this. Princeton AAA going to Independence. I see Princeton, no problem there. Ladies and gentlemen, crazy people of all ages in the Nut House, and the West Siders, and the West Side Californian end-ups. Ladies and gentlemen, our game of the week. We'll have the last game of Liberty. And look who their opponent is, Lincoln. Comes to Liberty, and I look for Liberty to win big time. I really do. But this has been an historic year, not only for the football circus show, but for the whole crazy season. We've had Liberty a good bit this year, but this is our last year as a high school. So, basically, yeah. And that also includes our quota for the year that we had all We had RCB, we had Liberty, we had South Harrison, and we got Lincoln. So that does meet our quota for all the high schools in Harrison County. Yes, that does. That includes our entire, that does quote our quota for this year. Even though we had to get in the 9th week of the season. But like I said before, that we do meet our quota. I like Liberty here, big time, over Lincoln. And maybe we'll get a run back. Time will tell that story once again. As we continue on, Midland Trails going to Liberty Regional. I like Midland Trails, believe it or not, over Liberty Regional. Quite interesting in its own right. Kaiser AAA going to Moorfield. I really don't see an upset here. I see Kaiser big time on that one. Shady AAA versus AA once again. Shady Springs going to Nicholas County. Now this one's going to be my AA field goal game of the week, and I'm going to give it to Nicholas County by field goal. Another AAA versus AA matchup. This one's going to be tight. 8. Lewis County AAA going to Philip Barbara. You know, I usually don't do this, and my regular viewers know I usually don't like to do this too often, but I will in this kind of a case. I'm calling this another field goal game, and I'm going to give it to Lewis County. No, correction that. Let me recalculate that. No, I'm going to give it to Philip Barbara by a field goal. Now, what's so interesting about this is I'm going to get to Philip Barbara over Lewis County. Philip Barbara's coming off a fight last week, as you recall, right here on the Football Circus Game of the Week show against RCB. So, yeah, they're going to have 2 back-to-back wars this week. It's going to be quite interesting in its own right. Wyoming East going to Pikeview. I look for Pikeview, believe it or not. Single A versus Double A. Who is good? Mingo going to Ravenswood. I like for Mingo, big time. Mingo Central, since we're singing the M's. Mingo Central going to Roane County. I gotta look for Roane County, no problem. This is the game. It's probably going to be the better game of the two. But Tower Consolidated Single A comes to South Harrison. I look for South Harrison to get back on the winning track, believe it or not. I really do. I really do. Star was also coming off a loss last week. So basically, I look for South Harrison to win it, but only by a touchdown. And that's going to be a good game right there. And we got another one here, but we have to do another integrate here. Wheeling Central is taking a trip to Toledo, Ohio, which is U.S. territory for international law opportunity broker business. We haven't had to do that in a while. I look for Wheeling Central real easy, but it's not gonna be no blowout. I can tell you that much right now. And our final game in our AA division, oddly enough, it's a AAA versus AA match. Ripley versus Wayne. I look for Ripley by a touchdown. Those are your AA games of the week. And don't forget, we'll have Lincoln and Liberty that does include that does meet our having all the teams on the football circus show for Harrison County. That does meet our quota for this year. As we go into the single A, okay, we got Clay Patel at Belver Hills, Ohio, which Ohio is U.S. territory for international law. I like for Belver Hills, Ohio, believe it or not, really do. Richwood going to Buffalo. I like for Buffalo easy. Ooh, we got a couple here, so just hang loose with me. Bridgeport, Ohio comes to Cameron. And it's Bridgeport, Ohio comes to Cameron. I just want to make sure we're on the same level here. I like Cameron, believe it or not. And we got back-to-back Ohio to talk about. Madonna heads up to Count Valley, Ohio. I like for Madonna, no problem. And yes, just for the record, international law, Virginia Rule Conventions, I have to say this. Both teams come out of Ohio, and Ohio is U.S. territory. So we did cover our international law there easily. Here's one, Dodgers County against East Hardin. I like Dodgers County, believe it or not. Sherman going to Greenbrier West. You know what? I like Greenbrier West, believe it or not. Maybe I do over Sherman for some strange reason. I just feel that. Valley Wetzel going against 100. I like for Valley Wetzel easy. We got a double A versus single A type of game matchup here. Scott going up to man. I like for Scott easy. And Mount Claret going against Middlebridge. I like Middlebridge. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a score to show you. Oh, yes. On the pick show, if we have a score, we show you it no matter how bad the score really is. We show it right here on the pick show because I feel that that's the right thing to do. Ladies and gentlemen, our game tonight. Sherman over Mount View, 47-25. We did show you that score. And like I said, on the scoreboard, on the pick show, on the scoreboard show, we show you close games. But on the pick show, if we have a score to show, we show you that score. And that's how that game is. Like I said in the beginning here, before I continue, I'd just like to say a few things. We're near the end of the games of the week part of the football circus. We are near the end, and we're also pretty much. We got another 3 weeks of picks and another 3 weeks of football. Oh, we got a little bit more than that, but for the regular season, I mean. We got about 3 more weeks of regular season picks, and we got our playoff picks, and then we're going to go ahead and try for that one too. Back to what we were doing. Putnam County taking the Mount View, Virginia, which is U.S. territory for international law, Virginia Rule Conventions. I like Putnam County, believe it or not, really do. James Morrison, double A, going to Pennsboro. I like for James Morrison, easy. James Moreau, excuse me. James Moreau going to Petersburg. I like James Moreau, believe it or not, real easy over Petersburg and Albuquerque City. Ritchie County, headed for St. Mary's. Now, based on what scores have been this past year for both teams, I'm going to say Ritchie County, believe it or not. I really am. Oh, we got ourselves a big one here. Triple A versus Single A. Greenbrier East goes to Summers County. Yeah, I'm going to say Summers County. Here's what I'm looking for, folks. I'm looking for the upset. And I mean that. I'm looking for the upset. So this is my upset game of the week. It's been a while since we've had one of these. I'm looking for Summers County to upbeat Greenbrier East. And if Summers County does pull this off, I mean, wow. Even based on the record, maybe it's just enough. Maybe they can get somewhere near the playoffs. Don't know. Because it's a single A versus triple A type of match. Interesting. Harley, Virginia, which is U.S. territory for international law. Virginia going to Tulsa. I like Tulsa, believe it or not. West Side, double A, going to Tigers Valley. I like it's going to be a tight game here. Tight. 8. Another one of those tight games. I'm going to go Tigers Valley, but this is my overtime game of the week. Yes, notice how I said that. Overtime game of the week. Which we haven't had that many overtimes, but we've had none to speak of this year. But this could be an interesting ball game. Man, we got close last week, if you remember right. Riverview headed off to Twins Valley, Virginia. And Virginia is U.S. territory, believe it or not. I like Twins Valley, Virginia, believe it or not, over Riverside. Not by much. Here's a team we haven't been mentioning for a while. Trinity, Morgantown, going to Tigers Valley. I like Tigers Valley, believe it or not. Wham, headed for Westbrook County. I like for Wham, easy. Gilmer, our last game in our single A division. It's Gilmer County versus Wright County, and I like Wright County, believe it or not. Really do. Those are your quad A. Those are your quad A, triple A, double A, and single A games of the week. Right here in the great state of West Virginia. And this now comes to the part of the show where this comes part of the show where this is becoming more of a why I just did that, I don't know. But this is where we start looking to see if there's any football games or anything in progress that you might be interested in. So if we see a college football game, we're going to click on it. I don't think there's not many tonight, but you never know when you do this kind of stuff. So basically, just hang loose. We got a basketball game in progress. This will be over on TNT. Oklahoma City Thunders against the Denver Nuggets. We're going to stop here for just a minute just to pick up a score. Once again, we are not getting one, but they are talking about the game. So, I don't know if this game's over. This game hasn't started yet. I do not know what the story is. Yes, this basketball game is in progress. We just noticed that. And Oakland is on top of Denver right now, 31-26. 11:54 left to go in the second quarter. And right now that score can change as quick as it can. And yeah, it just did. No, it didn't, but one heck of a foul. That's the way I figure it. Let's see if I can see that. Yeah, that was a travel. We don't know. It seems like they're going to take the foul there. And like I said, that game is in the second quarter. Right now, it's 31 Oklahoma City Thunder against Denver Nuggets. And they're on top 31-26 in the second quarter. $11.54 left in change for that one. So we've gave you a score right off the bat. We know it's NBA, but we still have to do. And both these teams are U.S. territory for international and for GD conventions. As we go through to see what's on the TV, everybody loves Raymond. That looks like that's going to end there. And Kings and Queens start at 1100 hours, 2300 hours, just for international law. And let's see. Okay, we're going to throw something out for the K's. Nick Jr. right now. Paw Patrol's on Nick Jr. And at 11 o'clock, Ruby and Crew. So check that out. 23 hours. Also, Will and Grace. That looks like a marathon that's going on right now on the LOG channel. Please check your local listings in your area for times and shows in your area. We usually say games, but we also mean shows too. Let's see what else is on tonight. We're not really sure, so let's just. Yeah, also on Nicktoons, that SpongeBob SquarePants Marathon, and Henry Danger is also on Teen Nick right now, so check that out. That's a marathon until midnight. And then Loud House takes over on that end. And this must be some sort of a series. It's on Sundance TV. It's called The Hunt for Chamberlain's Killer. And then they go right back into Law and Order at 2300 hours. So I guess that's a series. That's the only thing I can go figure. Cops, Fox Business. If you like cops, it's doing a marathon there. Let's see what else is on. As the football circus show begins to... as the football circus show begins to start to slow down. And the Jetsons are on Boomerang right now, and Scooby-Doo Mysteries will start. Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? We'll double check that to make sure. Scooby-Doo show will start here at 11, so check that out if you get the chance. Like I said, we're just throwing general stuff out right now just for the heck of it. Normally we give you some scores and stuff. We already gave you one score, but I think that's all we're going to get tonight. I really do think that's about all we're going to get tonight. So, we'd like to apologize. We normally have a lot more than just that. Blaze of Food. Check that out. It's on the cooking channel if you like cooking channels and stuff like that. I think that's going to be I think that's all we're going to have for tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be at Liberty once again for one more game at Liberty, last game at Liberty. Also, live racing nightcaps on Fanduel TV, just for the record. But folks, I would like to say in closing that we do have a game tomorrow night. We don't know if we have a game in the 10th week of the season or not. But if we do, I'll announce it. And tomorrow night's game's going to be a sad one because we're going to have Liberty one more time. The last time we're ever going to have Liberty High School. So, tomorrow night kind of ends an era. I have no idea what next football season is going to look like. I have no idea what is going to even be discretionary. I don't know. If we could start figuring out how to go to high school basketball games on Friday night, we might start that. Haven't decided yet, but kind of working on it. I'll let you know when we start that. But, so far this has been a great season. I mean, we got 2 more weeks of this crazy show to do. Plus, we got about 2 more weeks of this, plus first and second round of the playoffs. So we got about 5 weeks of this show to do, and plus we got the scoreboard show to do. And I think, but if you really look at it this way, folks, we've had a great season. We've had a great run. We've had a terrific run on this show. And we're not done yet. Notice how I said that. We're not done yet. And I mean, man, we're not done. Just a few things to discretionary here. We will have the, if everything plays right, we will have the Veterans Day Parade from Clarksburg, and might have some other veteran stuff coming up. We do have some veteran stuff coming up. I'm sorry, that was my fault, my bag. Church every Sunday right here on the lives. Plus our brand new series, Let's Talk. Where basically this new series, Let's Talk, we're going to talk about things that matter. And, I mean, we're really going to get into some real deep conversations. So, basically, just hang loose. Plus, there's another new series coming. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but I got another new idea coming in. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at the Liberty game. Then tomorrow night. This coming Friday night, I'll get it right. This coming Friday night for our scoreboard show. And plus church and video time with the Bible, and God knows what else we'll pick up. It's Jerry, and I've been proud to say this particular show. Like I said, I hate to say this, but this is near coming to the end here of this football circus pick show and the scoreboard show. We got 1 more week, maybe 2 if we get, maybe 3 if we get lucky. If we get lucky, we might have 1 or 2. We know we got this game coming up, but we might have 1 more high school football game for you. We don't know, week 10 or week 11. We don't know. So just hang in there and see what happens. This is Jerry, and I've been tape delayed for the Football Circus Pick Show. Peace. Grace for peace. Aloha. We salute men and women somewhere around the world. Our branch praise military and our veterans. We love you madly. Peace out. We'll talk to y'all again soon. We give you our word.